Today's podcast is brought to you by Audible. Get a free audiobook download and 30-day free trial at audibletrial.com/jumbled. They have over 180,000 titles to choose from for your iPhone, Android, Kindle, MP3 player, or Zune. Bill Gates thanks you. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Jumbled, your favorite podcast about nothing. I'm Zach.
I'm Jonny.
What's going on, Jonny? How you doing, bud?
I have acute tonsillitis, so I sound.
It is really cute.
It is cute. I look cute. Oh, thanks, Zach.
Yes.
I was singing to you earlier about your big, beautiful beard.
Thank you.
Because I trimmed mine.
I can see that. You're looking pretty good, dude.
It made me kind of sad. It was one of those things. It's actually kind of funny because I was talking to Al and I had a hair appointment, and I was like, "Hey, should I get rid of my beard?" And Al was like, "No." And then I went and got my hair done. It was like, "Take it off. I don't care."
And you got shit from her. She probably gave you shit.
Yeah,
dude.
a little bit. Took her a day to notice, I think, just because But
sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I look at myself in the mirror now. I mean, I always have a beard, but it's just not. Mm-hmm. It's not as vibrant and beautiful. Definitely not like yours. Like that thing is.
Hey, dude. Thanks.
You're like a professional beard model.
I see the pictures of the dudes with all the little, like, they've curled up their beards into like weird designs and shit. Mm-hmm. And I don't think I'd be able to do that. My beard is a little bit too homelessy.
Oh, your beard looks good.
Just no, I'm not saying it doesn't look good. I'm just saying it's coarse. Like it's not fine hair. You
gotta shampoo that thing or use beard oil. Like, what do you?
Oh, I use a beard shampoo. I ran out of fucking condition or the beard oil stuff. It's all good. But yeah, I was gonna say there's a guy at work who let's see, it was this past Friday, we had our holiday party. Mm-hmm. And for some reason, every year, like anybody with facial hair, excluding myself, I'm not part of that group, but everybody else does something stupid with their facial hair. So they either like get like the rest of the beard and just leave the stash, or they just do like really big mutton chops, or they do what this guy did, which is like the handlebar, like the big handlebar mustache. It's like connects the mutton chop up to the mustache. And he took this part off, but he had like a nice beard beforehand, so I sort of felt bad. The next day he had taken most of it off, sort of like yours is, but it was sort of like I don't know, man. It was sad.
It's depressing.
Yeah, we called him Dallas. His name's not Dallas, but we called him Dallas at the luncheon just because he looks like an oil guy. He with just missing the actual beard part.
Poor guy.
He looked like he should be working the oil fields or something like that. But yeah, man, I don't think I wasn't always about the beard life, mostly because I couldn't do the beards. I couldn't do it justice for the longest time, but I never want to take it off, even if I got a nice, sexy haircut like yours.
Can't go back now, eh?
Yeah. Nope. Can't stop, won't stop. Speaking of can't stop, won't stop, that's a P. Diddy reference. Did you hear that the Carolina Panthers are going to be selling the franchise? That's recent.
What, really?
Yeah, man.
Damn.
Like apparently the what's his name? Jerry Richardson or something like that, the owner of the Panthers. Mm-hmm. He's involved in a bit of a scandal involving poor race relations within the Panthers organization, from like the upper level people to like the staff and whatnot.
Wow.
It's like being sort of racist fucks. And so so he said like a couple days ago that he was going to sell the franchise, And today I saw a video online of Diddy saying he wanted to buy it.
Really? He
Yeah.
would. Oh, that guy. He just changed his name, didn't he? To like Brother Love or something.
Did he really?
I'm gonna Google it right now.
God, I hope his name is Brother Love.
Something about him making
God,
like an announcement and him taking it like I got something really serious to announce.
Because he's Sean Combs, then he was Sean Puffy Combs, then he was Puff Daddy, then he was P Diddy, then he was just Diddy. Yeah, now he's Brother Love. Is that what you're telling me?
So his new name is Love, aka Brother Love, and these are in quotations, like from him. I will not be answering to Puffy, Diddy, Puff Daddy, or any of my other monikers.
Wait, so you're telling me? Sorry, I was really far away there. I had to lean back because I was so taken aback by that. But you're telling me that Diddy, formerly Diddy, now Love, aka Brother Love, has an AKA in his name. His name is Love, aka Brother Love.
Well, I mean, I think Love is short for Brother Love. But
yeah.
Okay, so I found a video. I don't know the source if it's accurate, but it's a video of his Twitter.
Yeah.
And him making the announcement, and he's like chilling on the beach, saying he's like prayed about this.
Wow.
And that it can come off corny. I need to watch this all, but yeah. So you need to start referring to him as Love.
Hold on. Do you have that video up?
Yeah, I will.
Play it, dude. We're gonna splice it in. I'm gonna find the audio. I'm gonna splice it in.
Hey, yo, what's up, y'all? I have some very serious news. I've been praying on this, and I decided, I know it was risky because I knew it could come off as corny to some people. Like, yo, I decided to change my name again. I'm just not who I am before. I'm something different. So my new name is Love, aka Brother Love. I will not be answering to Puffy, Diddy, Puff Daddy, or any of my other monikers, but Love or Brother Love, okay? It's my birthday. I feel good. God is the greatest. I give all glory, and I thank my mama and daddy. Mwah!
All right. Well, hey, that's Diddy letting us all know not to call him Diddy anymore, you know?
Yeah, you don't be calling that man Diddy.
I feel like there's a missed opportunity there. You know, he should have gone from like Diddy to like Diddley, and then go back to like P Diddley.
Diddley Squat.
And then he could do P Diddley Squat.
Could you imagine P Diddley Squat?
That sounds.
God, I wish.
God, Diddy changed his name again. All right. Yeah, I'm going to watch this. Even though you've already heard it, everybody, I have not actually yet heard it. But I will watch it.
I mean, it's something, He went with it.
Yeah.
I think he said it was a reflection of who he is now. And all other monikers were the old Diddy.
All right. I mean, just stop changing your names, Like, just stop.
If you were to change your name, what would you change it to? Because I have one that's always stuck with me, and I think I know why. Mm-hmm. But I want to hear if you've ever... Like, have you ever been like, oh, I don't really care for my name? Or I want to change my name?
I think around the start of high school, I had that moment where I was just like, I'm going to try to switch it up. My middle name is Scott, so I was like, maybe I'll just... Like, people can just start calling me Scott. Or maybe I'll answer to Scott. And I think I tried it for a day, and then I was like, no, it doesn't feel right. And so...
It's hard to... it's really hard to give yourself a nickname. I mean, that's not really a nickname, but, like, to change how someone,
right,
what they call you.
Yeah, you've been called something for your entire life, and then somebody's going to call you something different. It's weird.
I think the best way to do it is you'd have to ignore being called Zach, and always refer to yourself as Scott, and only answer to that. And then maybe people will get it, like out of annoyance, just being frustrated that you won't refer or answer to Zach.
Yeah.
And then they'll just call you Scott out of spite. I'm going to start calling you Scott. Michael Scott.
Michael Scott. Hey, man, go for it. I will say I did do a radio class in high school. Our school was like the only public radio station like coming from a high school in the state of Indiana. And so like obviously like only the local area got it, but there's that radio personality. I don't know if you ever heard of him, Wolfman Jack.
Yeah, I've heard the name. Yeah.
Well, I don't know a lot about him. My dad sort of gave me the nickname Wolfman Zach, which I went by on the radio. So that was fun. And I did a little howl. Ow! Wolfman Zach, dude. Maybe that's what I am. Maybe I'm Wolfman Zach.
There you go. Zach, I have a game for you later.
Hey, you know what? I'm totally down for some games. Speaking of, we'll get into that. I don't want to lose this though, because we're on the topic of having other names. At work.
Oh, by the way,
sorry.
I'm gonna find like your name is now Scott.
Yeah.
But I'm still gonna put a K in there because that's proper.
SKOT T. Is it 2 T's or 1 T?
1 T. The second T is silent.
Wait, so there's gonna be 1 T in my name, but the second T is silent. So is it also invisible?
Efficiency. It's efficiency. You just don't write it.
Oh, okay.
Would that be? I think that would be pronounced scote.
Scote, yeah.
Scote.
Unless you put, I'm sure there's a mark you could put over top of the O to make it an
I'm going to Canadianize it.
Scote.
And it's going to be SKAUT.
Oh man, that's almost like Scout.
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 Scott.
Hey man, I'm good with that. Other names that I've been called over the past 6 years. I've worked at my current job for 6 years. And the entire time that I've worked there, there's been somebody every week that's called me Josh. And it's not the same person either. It's like multiple people calling me Josh. And for 4 out of those 6 years, there wasn't another person at my work named Josh. So for some reason, I was getting called Josh for 4 years before anybody else showed up. It's like it's different if it's like you see somebody every day and you're like, oh, okay. Hey, Josh. Oh, sorry. I just saw Josh walk by. Oh, what's going on, Zach? No. For 4 years, it was Josh, but hey, who's Josh? I've never seen a Josh. Nobody knows of a Josh that ever worked here.
Give that task to Josh. Who? What?
Hey, you look like a Josh. Anybody tell you ever look like a certain name?
No, but I think, and this comes back to my original question, I think I'm a Ryan.
You are, huh?
And I think I know why, and it's really lame, and I don't know if I want to admit it. Yeah, I always thought if I were to change my name, it would be Ryan. Or if I give anyone a fake name, I usually go with Ryan.
Yeah, it's sort of like me and using Bill or Will or William in this podcast. It's like anytime there's ever like a hypothetical situation, I'm usually giving them a Bill or a Will or Willie or some version of that name. I can understand. Why do you? So where does that come from? Why do you want to be Ryan? Tell me.
I think I look like a Ryan.
Okay.
But I also think that maybe stemmed from the OC and relating to Ryan and then wanting to be him.
Oh, dude.
Though, you know, for a guy who's supposed to be the tough guy, he wasn't that tough. You know, like he was kind of tough. He got his ass beat a lot too.
Yeah.
But you know, I think that's where it came from. That's a great show, by the way.
The OC.
Yeah, Ryan, that's my jam, I think.
Nice, man. Hey, you know, it's not a bad name. And I'd probably disagree. You don't seem like a Ryan to me.
No?
I would.
Right, well.
No, I'd probably call you like a I don't know, like a Will or like a Bill or something like that.
A Bill. I have a cousin named Will.
Do ya?
I do.
Nice.
But he goes by Will, not Bill. I never understood Bill being short for William.
Yeah, wait, what was the other one? There was
Bob for Rob? Robert?
Yeah.
Bob?
Yeah. Who was like, you know what, Rob? Let's just take the R off and make it a B.
Double up on those B's, baby.
I don't want to be Rob anymore. I want to be Bob.
You know what else is weird? And I don't like, why is Dick short for Richard?
That's the one I was thinking of.
Why would you want to call yourself Dick?
Who was like, you know what? I'm Richard, but you know, my friends call me Dick. There's probably like some one guy, and he was okay with being called Dick because he was just sort of he was a dick. He was a dick, you know. And he was like, oh yeah, it's a funny name. And then somebody else was like, oh, your name is Dick, huh? Oh, I sort of like that.
Also, why is Dick at some point meant detective? What is this world's or humanity's love for the male genitalia?
I don't know. It looks like an alien life form that somehow attached itself to the human body, if you ask me. But
if that's what yours looks like, you might want to get that checked out.
It's got tentacles just like everybody else's.
Clearly it works, but
it's got tentacles just like everybody else's, and 3 hearts and
3 hearts. Wow, yeah. That's a loving dick of yours.
Yeah. You know, some people, you know, the phrase like think with your dick. Like when guys are just sort of like just wanting
with your big head.
Wanting nothing else. Than you know what a lady might have to offer. When I think with my dick, it's loving because it's got 3 hearts. It's got 3 times as many hearts as my body does. So yeah, it's
your dick enjoys watching romantic movies, eating popcorn, nice dark glass of red wine.
Specifically, The Notebook.
Notebook's a great movie, man. Don't be hating on my Notebook.
And my dick cries every time at the end. And it's one of those things.
Milky tears.
Yeah. That's, dude, Johnny, you come up with the titles so well. Milky tears. All right, I love it so much, dude. I'm in 100%.
So we were talking about Netflix last week. I think it was last week.
Yeah, it was. We were talking about Danny Masterson. American what?
Vandal?
No, I haven't. What's that about?
So it's a mockumentary.
I love mockumentaries.
And it's basically a satire around murder mystery whodunit documentaries. But awesome. Essentially a kid in high school allegedly spray paints 27 cars with dicks, and two kids from cinema studies do this documentary to find out the truth, and it is hilarious and beautifully written.
I feel like I've heard about this.
I think I was positive, and I could be wrong, that I think Netflix for April Fool's Day made a preview for it.
Okay.
And released it and said coming soon, but people lost their minds over how funny it was that they ended up making a 12 episode series on it.
Dude, that's awesome.
It is so good. And one of the points, and it's not really ruining anything, but they're talking about, they show the dicks on the cars versus the dicks that the kid they're accusing of that normally draws dicks everywhere.
Right.
And they're clearly two different styles of drawing a dick. So they dig into that, and then it becomes this huge debate about ball hair on dicks, and if you draw ball hair on dicks. And yeah, it was. You need to watch it. It's fantastic.
Dude, I'm going to 100%.
And they're short episodes, like 30 minutes, I think.
Dude, I love it.
Yeah,
That's
quick and easy.
That's what I'm all
humor.
about. You know, back when the old co-host was on this episode, he talked a lot about American Ninja Warrior.
Oh yeah, he was all about that.
He was all about it. Unfortunately, he's had some wrist issues that have kept him from training. Yeah. So it's Johnny's doing the international sign for masturbation.
Way to sell me out, Scott.
Scout, thank you very much.
Scout.
Actually, I've been watching a lot of this show called The Ultimate Beastmaster, which is basically just a rip-off of it.
Is that what that is? I thought it was going to be. Do you remember there was a video game on Sega called Beastmaster?
I don't, but maybe that's where they got that from.
I think I got 1 minute into the first episode before something came up and I had to deal with it. And I was hoping that it was going to be a show about that old video game.
Nope.
Oh, I'm so disappointed.
Sorry, man.
You've ruined my night. Classic Scout.
Classic Scout. Dude, that Scout's a dick. No, but I've been watching a lot of that. I blew through in the past 2 nights.
So how does it differ?
I mean, it's just a different obstacle course, really. It's really all it is. The executive producer for the show is Sylvester Stallone. So I think he even made an appearance in the first episode, or like at the end of it or something. But yeah, good old Sly, dude.
Good old Sly.
Yeah.
He's also a sexual predator.
Is he?
Yeah, I heard about an allegation that came out about him, him and his buddy. Well, so the story was once she was 16 and he was in his 30s or something. I can't remember what movie. I think it was the Over the Top movie, the arm wrestling movie, which I really enjoyed.
I don't recall.
Oh man, Zach.
Sorry, dude.
God damn it, Scout. Anyways, so apparently it was a 16-year-old extra, and Sylvester Stallone allegedly, I'm saying allegedly,
right.
He got one of his buddies to pick her up and get her like set up in the hotel room, and then Sylvester Stallone and her had consensual sex.
Right.
And then Sylvester Stallone went in and got his buddy and said, now you have to do him. And this woman said no. And then they forced it upon her.
Holy shit.
And there's a police report and everything, apparently, that she went to the police and said, hey, this is a situation. I had consensual sex with Sylvester Stallone, but then he brought his buddy in and I said no. And they, basically forced themselves on me.
Wow.
So, yeah, that's another one. The weekly Predator Report by Jumbled Podcast.
The weekly Predator Report. Man, when we've come to this point that we have to weekly tell about some new pervert.
Yep.
God, it's sad.
Anyways, American Vandal, check it out. Thanks, Netflix, for not paying us for the sponsorship.
You can, though.
Hit us up if you want to.
Yeah, we're here. We are ready to talk.
Always. Speaking of ready to talk, I really want to get into this game with you.
Oh, sweet. Let's do it.
All right. I mean, this is a classic Would You Rather.
Ooh, I like Would You Rathers.
Yep. And this is a BuzzFeed one. So it comes from a great source.
Fake news.
Fake news. Okay, number 1. Would you rather smell like poop and not know it, or constantly be smelling poop that no one else can smell?
Well, it's really about if you want to affect others or if you'd rather take the punishment and not affect others.
Yeah, you're being really chivalrous about this.
Yeah.
Way to dissect this question.
I would rather smell the shit myself. Honestly. Because then I could at least laugh about it with my friends and be like, hey, look, I've been smelling shit for 30 years. I know you guys don't smell it, but, it's real.
So there's been 1.5 million votes on that question. 82% of people said they would rather be smelling the poop. 1.3 million people wanted to take that fall for the rest of humanity. That gives me hope.
Yeah, man. We're not all so bad.
Well, I think BuzzFeed is typically left people who care about humanity, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
Next one. Would you rather eat only roadkill for the rest of your life or have everyone else in the world sound like Gilbert Gottfried?
Oh, God. Even, the people, you're going to, eventually hope, maybe want to marry just based on, physical appearance. Until they open their mouth, they, then they sound like Gilbert Gottfried. Oh, God, that'd be horrible. So, would I rather eat roadkill? My cat, sorry. Speaking of roadkill, go outside. What kind of roadkill are we talking about here?
It could be any roadkill. It could be deer. It could be raccoon. It could be coyote. It could be moose. It could be bear.
There's a variety, is what
rabbit,
you're telling me.
Squirrel, dog, humans.
Oh, I'm not eating the human roadkill, dude. I think the world would be much too annoying to be with only Gilbert Gottfrieds.
So you're gonna go with the roadkill?
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm gonna go with the roadkill.
It could be fresh, so that's okay.
Yeah.
80% of people also said, wow, 80% of the people would rather listen to Gilbert Gottfried.
Really?
They are fucked up.
I wouldn't be able to do that, man. Just think how much you my life. Well, think about how much your life would change. Your mother sounds like Gilbert Gottfried. Your father sounds like Gilbert Gottfried. Your children, when you have children eventually, they sound like Gilbert Gottfried.
It's really easy to eat roadkill. You set it up, you get an animal, you whip it out onto the freeway, it gets hit, then you pick it up and you take it home fresh.
And that doesn't, that's not saying that you have to eat raw roadkill. You just have to cook it.
Yeah.
Dude, screw it. I will cook the shit out of some, whatever. You're not worried about bacteria or anything at that point. You're just
I've put worse things in my mouth. Speaking of, would you rather have taste buds on your butthole or poop through your mouth?
Well, you're either way you're tasting shit. Either way, you're tasting shit because you got a tongue in your mouth, Wait, so...
Man, there's one right answer to this one.
So taste buds in my butt. Am I still pooping and just tasting shit?
Yeah, so when you would poop, you would taste your poop.
Well, but that's... So, wait, I'm trying to understand. Does my digestive system work in reverse when I have the taste buds on my butthole? Or is it working the same way? Because
same way. You have taste buds on your butt. So anything that touches your butthole, you can taste.
Right, but there's still going to be shit that comes out.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're not feeding yourself through your butthole.
Right. So either way, I'm tasting shit, is what you're telling me.
Yeah.
I guess taste buds on my asshole.
That's what I would do, and here's why. You could make some really cool flavor pairings. Get an old popsicle up the poop chute. Tastes real nice. Get it frozen. Then you take your poop. Don't even know.
And I'm just thinking how much throughout the day I'm snacking. So I just like eat all day. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I would rather like enjoy my food through my mouth. Like, are my taste buds only on my asshole?
No.
Or are they also in my mouth?
No, I would assume that you have both. Two sets of taste buds.
Yeah. So and you're only pooping, once, maybe twice a day on a good day if you're me. I don't know what you're doing.
I
don't know.
Like 4 to 6 times a day, depending on what I ate. All right. 88% of people said they would rather have taste buds on their butthole.
Yeah.
Ooh, interesting. Though this one to me is also easy. Would you rather always have to say everything on your mind or never be able to speak again?
I mean, I like to think that I'm a pretty open book already. Like,
I think that one's pretty easy.
Yeah, I would say you just sort of like, you got to go with say what's on your mind. Because you should be saying what's on your mind anyway.
Yep. 75% of people agree.
Yeah, that's an easy one, man.
Ooh, this one's an interesting one. Would you rather be itchy for the rest of your life or be sticky for the rest of your life?
Well, the itchy one could cause like other sores and whatnot from scratching yourself. Unless you're just always itchy and you always have to fight the urge to scratch yourself.
Yeah, that'd be pretty miserable.
I think I'd probably want to be sticky.
I'm going sticky too. Ooh, that one was close. 54% said sticky.
Yeah.
That's the closest one.
Yeah, that's pretty down the middle.
Oh, this one's gross. Okay. Would you rather eat a bowl of vomit or lick a homeless person's foot?
Lick a homeless person's foot.
Yeah.
Without question. I'm licking
93%.
Like, yeah, without question. I mean, I don't care what size the bowl is. It makes no difference. Like, like vomit only comes out, if it doesn't go back in.
I mean, they didn't say if it was your own vomit.
I mean, that's a different level of it too,
Yeah.
And did you just throw up or is it like chilled? You know what I'm saying? Like
ice cream, vomit ice cream.
Yeah, there are a lot of different variables at play here.
All right. Would you rather go through life with a perpetual cold sore on your mouth or go through life with a booger hanging from your nose?
You always have a booger. Okay. Yeah, I'm going booger.
Yeah, I'm doing that too.
I'm going booger. I mean, I just say, hey.
53% prefer a cold sore.
All right. Well, hey, I've had them before. They're not good.
This one is so wrong. All right.
I'm ready. Is it podcast worthy or is it a little too much for the podcast?
Okay. Would you rather watch your parents have sex every day for the rest of your life or join in once to stop it?
Oh, fuck. No, I'm watching every day. But
watch it.
But
60% said that.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, my parents are divorced, so like, am I just like watching them have sex with whoever else they're with?
I mean, that's
like,
a little,
because that's like double the sex, Like, I don't know, that's a lot.
Ooh, would you rather have the hiccups for the rest of your life, or always feel like you have to sneeze but are not able to do?
Gosh,
I'd go sneeze because I kind of like that feeling.
Yeah, I like.
Is that weird to say? I kind of like it.
I like the actual sneeze. I don't like the build up.
No, I love that build up. I'm like, tickle me hard, nose.
I think I would probably. Gotta be awful, but I'd probably choose hiccups.
Well,
just because I'm thinking of whenever I need to sneeze, like everything else is put on hold. Like there's nothing, you can't like focus on anything, At least
69% of people went with the sneeze.
Really?
Yep.
Just a bunch of people walking around looking like goofballs all day long. Can you imagine just like North America just filled with people that were on the brim of sneezing at any given point?
Oh, here's one for you and your weird tentacle penis.
Okay.
Would you rather have vaginas for ears or have penises for fingers?
Hold up. Hey, let's talk about our sponsor today, Audible. Head over to audibletrial.com/jumbled. Get your free audiobook and a 30-day free trial. It's free. Everybody likes free stuff. So jump in, feet first. Enjoy actually the water is really nice over here at Audible. So you should check out this month's book, For We Are Many. This is book 2 of the Bobaverse. It's by Dennis Taylor, narrated by Ray Porter. It's got a running time of 8 hours and 58 minutes. You don't have to pay attention to your coworkers at all. At all. You can just, the entire day, and even an hour after that, get there early. Get there like 30 minutes early. Stay 30 minutes late. Guess what? Now you got a full 9 hours where you haven't even looked at anybody. You're too busy doing data entry or freaking the Dewey Decimal System if you're still working in the library. But hey, who likes libraries? Because you got Audible. So the whole premise of this book, if you weren't around for the first go around, Bob is a guy, he died, and he's been made into artificial intelligence for a probe. Where we left off, he's floating out into space. He's apparently been cruising for 40 years, and they're looking for habitable planets for the human race to inhabit because the Earth has fallen into a nuclear winter of sorts. Of course, people out there trying to eradicate the rest of the human race because they bad, you know. And I hope that Bob really, you know, he really takes the reins and saves the human race. I have a feeling that it's all gonna turn out fine, right? Because everybody likes to survive. Anyway, head over to audibletrial.com/jumbled. Get your free 30-day trial and a free audiobook. I got somewhere to be, and that's back on the podcast with Jonny.
I feel like if I had vaginas for ears, I'd look like a cool Star Trek character or something, you know? Penises for finger. You don't have any, like, actual physical bones in your... So, like, what are you going to do? What are you going to do with floppy penis fingers? You know?
That's very true. You can wear headphones.
I'd have to have headphones in all the time and just, like, constant, like, just a soundtrack of porno just in my head all the time, so I could have actually fingers that I could do something with. Gosh, that's a no-brainer. I'm going vagina ears for sure.
That's what the majority said.
Yeah, man.
All right, we're almost done. Would you rather have sex with a goat and no one would know, or not have sex with a goat but have everyone think you did?
Come on over here, Bessie. God, no,
that's some icy shit
so
right there.
Yeah, so do it with a goat and nobody knows, or don't do it with a goat and everybody thinks that you did it with a goat.
Zach, you know what they say?
What?
If the hole fits, fuck it.
Dude, I have a feeling there's got to be something that's dangerous about doing it with a goat.
You can wear a condom, you'll be fine.
No, not like health wise. Like I feel like I could get kicked or something. You know what I'm saying?
That's probably.
Or like another ram come out of nowhere or something, just like fucking plow me over, dude.
Well, I mean, you could set it up in a safe situation for you and the goat. Romance the goat a little bit.
Yeah, candles. A little bit
candles, feed it something real nice.
A little bit of Chardonnay, a little bit of...
Pet its back.
A little bit of Alfredo, some Michael Bolton playing in the background.
Oh, good old Michael Bolton.
You just dump a little bit of rose petals all over the place.
The goat will eat them.
Yeah.
It's romantic.
Yeah, that is romantic.
Do me like you do a goat, Zach.
I just peaked my mic so hard, dude.
All right, the last one. And this one is kind of freaky.
Okay.
Would you rather know when you're going to die or know how you're going to die?
I say when. Because,
No when, eh?
yeah, so if I knew when, I could live it up. I could make it all count up until that point, you know?
That's true, because if you know how you're going to die, then you'll just avoid all those things.
Yeah.
But if you know when,
what are you going to do? Just hold up in your house? Like, you're dying either way, you know?
But the shit thing is, what if the answer is in 2 days? I guess it doesn't really matter. You die in 2 days either way.
You're dying in 2 days. You either know that you're dying in 2 days, or you know that you're doing something like driving a car. Like, what do you do every day? Oh, I have to drive to work. Like, you're on the edge of your seat every day thinking you're going to die, you know?
Yep.
That'd be awful. That'd be an awful existence, man.
Well, I would say you were pretty good, and you basically were with the majority. You weren't a complete weirdo, except for how graphic you got into your goat sex.
Yeah, well, you know, I just painting a picture for everybody. What did the majority of people say for the goat thing, by the way?
Oh yes.
Did they go with the goat like me, or am I by myself?
I think if I recall correctly, it was going with the goat. Yeah, 56% said have sex with a goat and no one would know.
Woo! Hey, other 56% of you perverts that are reading BuzzFeed out there.
If the hole fits.
Well, I mean, it's a would you rather, you know? I definitely like would you rathers better than fuck, marry, kill. I hate that.
Yeah, that one's kind of dumb. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because I mean, you could fuck them all and then do the other things.
Man, you just fuck them all, marry them all, and kill them all, you know? Hell, I mean, you've heard about like crazy women who just like marry dudes for like insurance money and then just kill them off, you know?
Slowly poison them.
Yeah, man. Happens all the time.
You know what's one of my favorite things about Al?
He likes cat. He eats cats. Alf? Did you say Alf?
No, I said Al, as in Allie.
Oh.
I don't think she eats cats. That might be another one of my favorite things, though. If she actually did, that would be something else. I never have to worry about Allie poisoning me, because that's definitely not her style.
Is she more like Kill Bill, sort of like chop you down with a samurai sword? What? You know.
She's more like beat me in the head relentlessly with whatever she's holding in her hand.
Just a blunt object.
Blunt force trauma. That's how I would go out.
Wow.
So I just, keep everything foam padded in her house and I'm good to go.
Sure, yeah. You don't cook with any pans. You don't keep rolling pins or baseball bats or...
Nope. Speaking of Allie, I have an announcement to make.
Okay.
I brushed off her car this morning.
Hey... Good on you, man. I have an announcement.
What's that?
It hasn't snowed here.
We got some snow early in the year, and then it was running pretty hot.
Yeah?
Basically high 30s to mid 40s, which is very unseasonal.
Yeah.
And then it dusted this morning, and I was pretty sad because I hate winter and I hate Christmas.
Scrooge over there.
I prefer to go with the Grinch. Though I wouldn't be upset if I was Scrooge. If I had, a money bin, that'd be pretty sweet.
Good on you, dude.
We were actually watching Jim Carrey's The Grinch, and everything Grinchy that happened, Al was basically saying that was me. And that she has either could see me or has seen me do some variation of that.
All right.
So I'm really looking forward to Christmas morning and picking up my Christmas tree over my head and throwing it saying, I hate Christmas. She basically gave me permission.
Dude, film it. We'll put it up on Instagram.
Oh, that'd be beautiful.
Film it, dude. I'm telling you.
Okay. I'm going to try and set up some hidden cameras.
Ooh. Hidden cameras. Johnny's going to go out and buy some,
and
GoPros.
You'll see Allie beating me in the face with whatever she's holding in her hand.
Yeah, just buy her a bunch of pillows and like soft slippers and other things. If you haven't already done your shopping, if you already have, then return all the shit and get soft stuff.
I officially finished tonight. Actually,
Yep, I need to do some still.
We went shopping on Saturday. We had some family stuff to get. Yeah. And then I had some stuff I wanted to pick up for her, but she was a lot more efficient because she has a plan, and I was doing the man thing and wandering around the mall aimlessly.
Yeah.
So I was unsuccessful. So today after work, I had to go and do a slightly better version of that. I had a couple of ideas, and I executed on 2 out of the 3, and I'm pretty happy about that.
Yeah, I'm behind, dude, and I think I don't know. It's
Christmas shopping is stressful.
Christmas shopping is stressful because you want to get good stuff, and especially if it's it's just like everything costs money anyway. So
Yeah, and I'm extremely lucky. Al is not overly materialistic or concerned about those things.
Right.
She is hard to buy for, but I mean she's easy at the same time. If that makes sense.
Yeah, the thing I appreciate about my wife is she'll like send me a text message with like an Amazon link in it and be like, "Ooh," and just like giving me like big hints, big hints,
yeah,
or like.
So that's what Christmas should be about. Al and I mean, we kind of give each other lists, and there's some element of surprise, but we also talk a lot because we have a joint bank account, and so she more or less knows the things that I want to buy.
Sure.
In the next little bit, and I kind of have that idea for her, but we also sometimes are like, "Hey, give me a Christmas list or give me your birthday list." And if it works out, great. And if it doesn't, whatever. I mean, you kind of know too, right? But it is helpful when it's that direct.
Yeah.
That's all I want. I'll buy it for you. I don't care.
Yeah,
I'm happy. It makes you happy. If
100%. I'm bad about telling her what I want because honestly half the time I don't know what I want. Like,
yeah.
Of course, like, I would want a really nice computer or, maybe, like a complete revamp of my podcast setup, but is that feasible? Is that too unattainable? Is like a 73-inch curved OLED television, like 4K, too much to ask for? Like, yeah, probably, like these are all things. You
could roll that into a couple gifts,
Yeah, don't buy anything for me for the next, like 4 years and we'll just call
We're good to go.
We'll call it good. So like, honestly, half the time I don't even know what I want. So I'm probably harder to shop for than she is because she'll outright just send me links and stuff. I never even look for stuff for myself. Like if I see something in the store that I like, I'm like, oh, that's cool. And then sometime if I have enough money, I'll buy it, but I don't have like a wish list other than like a new phone at this point. My phone's dying as slow death. Yeah, that's a good one as well.
Steph, if you're listening, get Zach a passport.
Yeah. It's true. Yep, that's it. And other than that, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Lazy turd nugget.
I am. And it's not just laziness. I mean, I do need to find that birth certificate, like I said. But anyway, with the holidays coming up, everybody's
That's true.
Feeling a little bit a little bit pinched as far as the finances go. So
that is the stressful part. Truthfully, there's never ending expenses,
dude.
Granted, a lot of them are my own fault. Because there's always something that I'm like, oh, I want that.
Yeah,
I want that.
I'm just waiting for Ellen DeGeneres to show up in my life and just like clear me of all my debts. Just like, oh yeah, that'd be sweet.
Wouldn't that be nice, eh?
Yeah. So the other day I had how often do you have deja vu?
I don't know. I haven't had it recently, truthfully. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I heard you talking about that.
Yeah. So I recently, just to let everybody know, I recently had deja vu, and it was like 30 or 45 seconds long.
What was it about?
I don't know. Like, I was editing, or I was looking at a video of our friend Tara. I've been helping her out with a little bit of podcast stuff. She's getting her podcast up and running beginning of 2018. I'll let you guys know what that is. But she sent me a video. She's doing some video podcast stuff too. So she sent me a video to watch, and I was watching the video, and there was a portion of the video where it seemed like I'd watched this video before, which is completely not true. Obviously I've never watched this video before, but it went on for 30, 45 seconds. And you know how when you get deja vu, you're like, oh, deja vu, and then you say it and you're like, okay, deja vu's done, because it never persists through that, but it did. It I said, ooh, deja vu, and I was like, oh wait, that was deja vu as well. What could I do? What kind of stupid thing could I do right now? And I kept doing things, and it all felt like it was part of the same deja vu.
That's something else, man.
It was really weird. I usually try to ruin deja vu just because it feels so weird,
Mm-hmm.
But it did not work. It was 30 or 45 seconds, like I said. But I was a little freaked out, and I was visited by the ghost of Christmas future that night, and I was told that it was a prophecy, that I was told I was going to relive this day for 40 years. So actually, you're talking to me, and I look like I'm 30, but I'm actually 70.
Wow. Because
I've spent 40 years in deja vu, living it over and over again, dude.
Deja vu is... It's one of those things I feel that if you're aware of it, it goes away.
Yeah, but it didn't.
I'm gonna try and think about it more, and if it comes up, I'm gonna keep a deja vu journal.
Ooh, the deja vu journal.
See if we can do some kind of tracking.
I will document when I have deja vu as well.
Ooh.
And then we will compare our deja vus. It doesn't happen too frequently. We can just bring them up on the podcast whenever they happen. You know? Because I'll get a deja vu maybe I don't know, 3 times a year, something like that. 3... Yeah.
Yeah, I have no idea. It's one of those weird things that when it happens, sometimes you don't even recognize that it happens until...
Yeah. You ever wonder if deja vu happens at night when you're sleeping? Ooh. Am I blowing your mind, Johnny?
Spooky.
Yeah, so deja vu, man. That's a whole different level. That's one of those things I don't think scientists have really figured out.
Oh, I don't think they have.
How does that even make sense? How does the feeling that a specific event has occurred in your life, which cannot have happened before, be a thing?
Unless time is cyclical and we're stuck doing the same things over and over and over and over and over and over and over again.
Or maybe when you have those moments of deja vu, it's 2 realms intersecting with each other.
I think that's what some people said it was. That was one of the going things. Is that it was...
I did look...
Other universes
Yeah.
quickly crossing paths.
I did look to my right, and I was sitting there. So,
well, there you go. Problem solved.
yeah, and then I high-fived myself, and then I said, tentacle penis, right? And then he said, yeah, tentacle.
I just
and
imagine
then it was
you guys' tentacle penises shook hands.
Just the tentacles, actually. How do you do, sir?
Oh, good day.
Yeah, he wears a monocle, actually, so sort of gets in the way when I'm trying to pee, but it's all good.
Things you got to deal with, Things you got to deal with.
It's true. Johnny, have you ever seen the Primitive Technology YouTube channel?
No, what is that?
So this dude is...
Oh, is this the guy that moved those giant stones using sand and 2x4s, basically?
I don't know. I don't think so. But it's this guy, he lives in Australia. And he, like, willingly goes out into the forests, I guess around where he actually lives, and he builds, like, primitive technology. So he'll, like, he'll make, like, shingles out of, like dirt that he's gotten from the ground mixed with water. It's, like, very clay dirt, and then he'll, like, make a shingle out of it, and then he'll, like, make a shingle shape, and then he'll put it in a kiln that he has built out of other clay, and then he's fanning it with all this shit that he's made himself out of, like, leaves and, like...
Yeah, I'm watching him right now cutting down a tree with...
like a stone axe.
A giant stone axe.
Yeah, dude. It's pretty nuts. If you go through all those, he actually has, like, subtitles that you can turn on, and he explains what he's doing. But he never talks. You never get to hear what he sounds like, because he's always just quiet in his videos. But yeah, man, that's like one of those things that I don't think I ever could do. Like,
man, this is so intriguing.
I'm not smart enough. You're gonna spend the next 2 days watching all of his shit, dude.
Oh my god, yeah, I'm gonna watch every video. How many videos do you have, bud?
A lot.
Oh, he's got a lot of videos.
A lot of videos, dude, and they're like 20 minutes a piece. I think one of the coolest ones is he built like a hut that had like a palm. What do they call them? Like
leaves?
No, not like a palm leaf, but like the branch where all the leaves start coming off of it. What are they?
Mm-hmm.
That section of it anyway. He was like building a hut, the roof out of that, like layering the leaves over each other. It was really crazy, and you'll come across it. But that's one of those things. Like I like to say I'm decently outdoorsy, but I wouldn't be able to do half the shit that he does.
It's pretty impressive. I'm watching him make the stone axe.
Mm-hmm.
This is incredibly fascinating.
It's next level stuff, man. Honestly.
I want to be this guy's friend.
Yeah. Australia, if anybody knows his contact information, if we could actually talk to him, that'd be great. But I don't know that he actually talks, because nobody's ever heard it. Sort of like asking the question, if a tree falls in the forest, does it make a sound?
Yeah. You know what's my favorite part about this? I'm watching a video of him making a giant axe.
Uh-huh.
And he finds a rock and makes the axe head, and then uses that axe head to cut the wood to make the handle.
Yeah.
That's just incredible. This guy is incredible.
Yeah, he's and I don't know, it's almost like, did he learn all of that himself, or was there like somebody who taught him those things
guru?
As well? Yeah. Like, did he have, like, some like, bum, some outdoorsy bum that was like, hey, if you do this with a rock, and you can make your own axe.
He's probably an anthropologist or something.
Probably, dude. I wouldn't doubt it. But,
this guy has a lot of patience.
Yeah, and he doesn't have a lot of shirts. I don't know if you've noticed that.
No, he's not. I've not seen him wear a single shirt.
I don't think I've ever seen him wear a shirt. He's usually just in shorts, no shoes, no shirt.
Just giving her.
Yeah, and he actually can't walk into a convenience store.
No shirt, no shoes, no service.
No service.
This video, he does have some busted up fingers, though. You can tell he's made a couple ouchies.
Yeah, he, no doubt that has to happen. I think one of the cooler things that I saw on his channel was he made like a basket to catch little creek, like shrimp from the creek, like crawdads or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And he made it to where they could enter the basket, but once they got inside, they tried to swim back, and there was a trap door where they couldn't get out. It was pretty.
A back check valve.
Yeah, dude.
That's what that is.
Yeah, it was pretty sick. But that dude, I don't know.
That's something else, man.
Why is it Australia has all like the badass things? They have like They got like the badass people. They got like the badass, like all the like worst animals that you'd never want to run across.
Yeah, places I would never want to live. Australia.
Yeah, I don't want to deal with a golden funnel or golden orb web spider or whatever it's called.
I have a funny traveling in a different country and being an idiot story.
Oh, great.
So this past March, Allie and I were in Costa Rica.
Yeah.
And we were chilling on a rock beach.
Mm-hmm.
And the tide was out a little bit, so I was walking out on some rocks, like big rock bed kind of thing.
Okay.
And out of the corner of my eye, I see this yellow snake.
Oh, shit.
And I was like, oh, cool. So I wanted to get closer. So I'm running down the rocks, basically chasing this snake.
Oh, God, dude.
Trying to get a closer look at it. And then it, got away, went under in the water and disappeared.
Sure.
I was like, oh, well, that was kind of cool. A few days later, we're doing a hike with a tour guide.
Yeah.
And we were talking about snakes. Someone in the group asked about snakes, whatever, and he had a little booklet. And I asked to see it. I was pretty excited and I wanted to see if I could find this snake. So I'm looking through this book, and then I see it. And I told him I saw this one. And he said, you saw that? And I was like, yeah, it was in the water, whatever. And he was pretty scared for me. But basically said that, yeah, that's a rare snake. It's also the most poisonous snake in Costa Rica. And you were chasing it around like a stupid white person. You could just see in his face. He was.
Wow.
I mean, I wasn't trying to pick it up or get that close to it, but I mean,
You wanted to see it.
Definitely pursuing it.
Oh, wow, dude. If you would have died in Costa Rica, dude, I would have killed you.
Oh. Yeah, it was something else,
Yeah, that sucks, dude. I remember going to. I'm not a big ocean guy anymore, and I think that's mostly because one time I went to the ocean, and it was in South Carolina, and I swam out a little bit, and I was on my boogie board. I was just sort of hanging out in the water, with my chest on the boogie board and my arms sort of propping me up. So I was just sitting like that. And then out of nowhere, I have no idea. Like, it was so fast, I didn't even see it happen. There was like I assume it's a sea snake or something. It jumped under my armpit and it went out over the boogie board.
Oh.
Yeah. And then I recall something wrapping around my leg. Yeah, and I've never swam so fast in my life, dude. I think I was at the shore in 25-30 seconds, and I was pretty far out. But it was one of those moments where I was like, I don't think I need the ocean as much as other people do. Like, I'm good. I'm good on the beach. Just keep me on the beach.
I appreciate lakes.
Yeah,
there's some nice lakes here, and I'm quite comfortable swimming in the water and being in lakes.
Yeah.
And when we were in Costa Rica, we were swimming, and this giant head thing popped out behind my buddy.
Giant head thing?
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't tell what it was because we were treading water, and
Oh, what's the name of that? What's the name of that lake? Head. What's the name of that lake monster that I brought up in Canadian Facts?
Ogopogo?
Yeah, was it Ogopogo?
I mean, I was in the ocean, so unlikely, but possibly.
Okay. All right.
Anyways, so I see this thing, freak out, and just yell, "Get out of the water!" So Mike and I,
one thing nobody wants to hear.
I like you said, I've never swam so hard in my life, and we get to the beach and we're laying around, and people are, what's going on? Blah blah blah. And I was telling them that I saw something in the water, but I know that they had nets set up for like swimming nets, right?
Yeah.
And people, basically chalking it up to, oh, you're just seeing things, whatever, stupid white people. And then a few other people did it, and then it turns out it's just a giant sea turtle that lives in that netted in area. But his head was huge.
So you're swimming with a sea turtle.
Yeah, if that thing bit you, you're losing a half a foot.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Are sea turtles pretty docile?
I have no idea. I thought it was a seal or something, which was scary enough for me to get out of there.
Sure, yeah.
But yeah, so I know that feeling of turning on the boosters and getting out of there.
Just terror, like pure
I
terror.
would have gave Michael Phelps a run for his money on that.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I'm taking the cake, dude. No, and then I don't think I went in the water the rest of the vacation. I was just sort of
Don't blame you.
I was done, I don't need it.
That's one of those things, though. If that snake bit you, you probably die in the water drowning.
Yeah. Well,
and
yeah.
No one knows. Everyone just thinks you drown. God,
it was so and like, I don't think anybody really believed me, which is more fucked up, like, because nobody else saw it, but I was like with a group of other people. Nobody else like saw the thing jump out of the water, like wrap around my leg or anything like that. But yeah, I know what the fuck happened. It was insane.
I believe you.
Yeah. And then have you ever come across like a horseshoe crab?
No.
So horseshoe crabs are like these prehistoric looking animals. They look like a helmet, like a soldier's helmet. But then, like, if you flip it over, it's got, like, the little legs underneath of it. Like, the whole, like, shell of it goes pretty much down to the ground. And
yeah. I'm seeing. I looked it up.
Yeah.
Those things are. Ooh.
Yeah, they're like prehistoric.
The underneath
looking.
of them is terrifying.
Yeah, and so I remember one day I was like, "Oh wow, there's like a rock out here, weird," and I stepped on it. And I was like, oh, cool, yeah, I didn't expect the rock to be out here in the ocean, how weird. And then I, like, picked it up, but we were, like, only in, like, waist-deep water. You just couldn't see because it's the ocean, So I picked it up, and then, like, I remember, like, looking at it, I was like, holy shit! Like, we took it back to the, and we sat it on its back, but the thing is, they have, like, a little barb on the back of them that they used to flip themselves over.
Oh,
so
man, they're disgusting little things.
Yeah, so he like flipped himself over, and we're like, all right, let's just get him back in the water because he doesn't seem like he's too happy, and I'm sure he could probably do some damage with that barb if he wanted to.
Yeah, no shit.
But yeah, man, ocean stories. God. I hate the ocean, dude.
I do too.
Keep me by a pool. I'll stay by the pool all day.
Too many unknown things in there,
Yeah. What's the percentage of the ocean? Like I've heard
1%.
Yeah, that we know about or something like that. It's some fucking crazy number. Like just think about like at the what's the name of that big is it
Marianas Trench?
Yeah, the trench. Yeah, like who like. Has there been like one of those deep sea submarines that's gone to the bottom of the Marianas Trench?
I think they've gone decently deep in it, but I know they don't know very much about it still.
Yeah. Dude, that's got to be where the giant squid lives. If it's in there,
oh, for sure.
That's where we'd find it. I'm not a scientist, but I know.
I mean, I know some things about science.
Yeah. Cool, man. All right, well, Johnny, you got any more talking points, or are we going to leave it off with that?
No, man, let's wrap it up.
Cool.
We breached an hour.
Yeah, hour 6. Not bad, dude.
Not bad at all.
Not bad. Well, thanks for checking in, everybody. We appreciate you guys. If you're enjoying the podcast, go ahead and share it with a friend. Sharing is caring. And we're on iTunes, obviously. We're on Stitcher, SoundCloud, Google Play Music, Player.fm. And like I said, iTunes, head over, give us a rating and review. Even if you're not listening on iTunes, we would appreciate it if you download iTunes and go through the whole process of, setting up an account if you don't already have it.
I will send you a handwritten thank you card.
Hey, Johnny just, he's very thoughtful like that. He's not going to promise you like actual goods like Joe did way back in the day.
But I will deliver, unlike
Joe.
Yeah, unlike
So
Joe.
I'm pretty sure I personally was one of the first ones to leave a review,
Yeah.
and I haven't seen shit yet.
Well, now that you are part of the podcast, you're not going to get anything. You know, you get the satisfaction of just looking at me. That's basically what it is.
I'm taking my review down. I'm 1-starring this bitch.
Oh shit, dude, you're gonna ruin us, man. We're not gonna be able to We're not gonna be able to plug our sponsor, Audible. Speaking of Audible,
we have to.
Speaking of Audible, head over to audibletrial.com/jumbled. Get your free 30-day trial and a free audiobook. Please and thank you. That would be great. All of our social media stuff is at Jumbled Podcasts. Look us up. If you have any comments, questions, anything like that, you can send us an email, jumbledpodcast@gmail.com. Other than that, Johnny, got anything else you want to say?
Yeah, I'm for real. People that leave a review from today on, mention this sweet promo in that review, and I'll send you a handwritten card.
Yeah. Hey, do it, man. And you know what? If you have gone and set up an Audible trial, by the way, thank you very much for doing that. If you've already done that, but if you haven't, go ahead and do that, and then let us know what you're listening to, so we can have our own little ideas of things that we could be checking into. But anyway. That's going to do it, guys. Thanks for checking in, and we'll see you next week for another episode of Jumbled, your favorite podcast about what, Johnny?
Nothing.
Nothing. Bam!
I want to get big on your face.